get the money.
Yeah, but it was because I literally just started work, I'd been out of work for a while, the money was to get me to work.
Okay,
And then,
what I'm getting at and focusing
but
on.
the money wasn't to get here originally, it was to get to work.
Okay. But what I'm getting at is you went through a lot to get here today,
Yes.
right? Anybody else looking at this on the outside is gonna look at it either two ways. She's not being honest, and she's lying, or she's not being honest with herself. Who cares what happens? You understand? Maybe she is that preferential, maybe she is that monster, the person that wakes up in the morning and prefers to do these things.
No,
Or is it the person who made the mistake and screwed up and fell into a situation she shouldn't have?
When it comes to people having sex with children, it grosses me out, it makes me sick to my stomach.
Okay, but
I know,
let's
but
be honest with each other, Heidi, though. What were the conversations we had?
About having sex with 14-year-olds.
Who introduced that?
It was actually brought up in the physical side, for some reason, meet the 14-year-old have sex.
No, didn't say anything about sex in the end.
It was to meet the 14-year-old, and then after being talked to, it got brought about sex.
By your end of things. It could be a stupid person that posted in the wrong place, just wanted somebody to, mentor her, teach her, hang out, who knows what, right?
True.
But not only that
I didn't think of it
conversation
that
with
way.
14-year-olds, we talked about your scenarios with bringing young kids into the scenarios. We talked about,
That was a joke.
okay,
We thought, because of the situation,
hold on.
and the,
But when we approached him about that, about a friend that has twin boys coming and
yes.
being part of the lifestyle and
Oh,
scenarios,
there's a picture of her on my naked.
he said, yeah, she's real.
Yes, Katie is real.
And yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, because she said it was something that might interest her. It grossed me out,
Okay, so
but
anybody
again,
looking at
preference
this-
is preference.
See what anybody looking at, but that wasn't brought up by me.
Right.
And that was re-brought up by you.
Well, yeah, but with the situation at hand, saying that the 14-year-old wanted to be with someone, we're like, all right. And then I asked you specifically, with your, character,
Last
have you
night,
ever?
when I was talking to him at the end of the conversation,
Yeah.
and we're talking about all these scenarios, and you guys had like 1,000 questions for me, and the lifestyle, and what she's done, and all the questions really focused on her, not me,
Yeah.
about her, and what she's experienced, and what she liked, and what the 14-year-old in the scenario.
Right, because that's what I...
Hold on. He said, I'm sorry, she's messing with me. I'm like, what do you mean? She's messing with me sexually, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually my go-to-bed routine.
Okay. But anybody listening to this, here's you on the phone, just prior to this, asking 1,000 questions about the 14-year-old and what she wants to do sexually, and the things you're gonna do to her sexually. Here's him asking the same questions. Yeah, I want you to do her while I'm doing her. I want Heidi to be there helping out. I want her to go down on Heidi. Now, and here's you in that,
Yeah.
doing what? Playing with his penis, giving a blowjob, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody common sense looking at that going, here's
yeah,
the
if I look
person
at the
talking
hazard.
about a scenario about her man and her being with this 14-year-old girl, and now they're performing sex on each other while listening to this scenario and this fantasy.
Yeah.
But then they have you sitting here going, it's sick, it's disgusting. Let's get past
It honestly
that.
does gross me out, because she's about the
But
thought
it-
about
then it gross you out.
14, she's not some little
Yeah.
8 or 9-year-old, she's 14.
And you saw the picture. I guarantee she hasn't seen the picture. I guarantee if I brought the picture and she's like, wow, she is a hot looking girl.
She looks older than 14.
She's 14 there.
But most 14-year-olds do look older, and they're much more mature. She'd already had sex before. It's not like he's wanting you to take her virginity.
That's not true.
And he's wanting a
We're not-
gentle first time with a woman, one of his daughter's fantasies, sexual experience. And that is,
Well,
The lack of judgment is
like I said,
the age. That was simply
right,
it.
that was the lack of the judgment right there. Like I said, when I first seen it, I really thought it was a role play game, and I convinced myself that it was a role play game, and that it was,
But obviously
was
something in
fake,
that role
and
play game that you thought had to have excited you in some way.
it wasn't the age aspect, it was
being with a young female.
being with a girl, and like you said, because of my first experience, and like I told you on the phone, my first experience.
Well, who was pushing the whole kind of daddy-daughter side of things then? Like, I wanna see
That was
that.
just something that kind of fell into place, it was never actually something that was planned
But
out.
that's not
or
a,
thought
well, I
about.
just wanna be with a female. That's, I wanna be with a female in a different scenario. I wanna be with a young female with her dad while we're with her too. That's not just any female, that's not like another couple.
Yeah. Like I said, I really honestly thought that, I had convinced myself that it was Wolfgang. That it was just, when I showed up, it
Is
was.
that your way to get past like the guilt or the hang-ups of it and things like that, or is that just